I have tried to do this for the past, like for the well over past, like, maybe, like, for the past many hours, but some reason I keep forgetting to turn on recording. Like, something happens with the recording where no sound comes out. Like, I swear to God, this is really annoying, guys. But please, for my sake, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe the video. Yeah, please like and subscribe the video. Actually, no, actually no. Shield bash that like button and sword slash that subscribe button for me, please. It would truly appreciate it. And also, this will also prove if y'all actually like the video or not. Like, if this video gets 10 likes, if this video gets 10 likes, I will make another episode of what's in this game? I'll make another episode of Sakura's Succubus. I'm being dead serious. I will. Do not. I know I have like a kind of a Corey Kensher reputation where I won't finish the game, but I'm being dead serious. I will finish this game. I will even go live to finish this game. I will finish it. Oh God. Well, let's start. Damn. Alright, everybody, are you having a good time? Yeah! Yay, hearing that makes me so happy. Super happy. Thank you for your continued support. You are proud of my life. This concert hall really is amazing, isn't it? I can't believe I was invited to perform in such an incredible venue. It's what you deserve, IU. We love you, IU.
We'll always support you.
IU. Wow, you all sound so passionate. I'm touched that you care so much about little me. You know, when I first started out, I was just an underground idol. I didn't have many fans in performing on a big stage like this was nothing more than an impossible dream. I used to cover anime songs on the street. I worked hard to memorize the lyrics and dance steps, but I was just a novice and that's not a lot. Oh, this is like this is better for y'all. Like, I'll turn like the sound up. Here. I never thought I'd come this far. Sometimes I thought about giving up. But I knew that would be spitting in the faces of all you wonderful people who cheered me on even when I was at my lowest. IU never gives up. You're strong, IU. Keep fighting. You can do it. You can do anything. We love you, IU. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. When I was still a beginner, I knew I couldn't afford to take a single fan of mine for granted. Your love and affection meant the world to me. You cheered me on, so I knew I had to keep going. I didn't want to let any of you down. If I did that, I wouldn't be able to call myself an idol ever again. My path was a hard one, but I never gave up. I devoted my life, my very soul, to the pursuit of being an idol. And now I finally made it. I'm standing in this huge stage in front of thousands and thousands of people, and I've never felt more humbled in my life. You guys are my light, my life, and my love. My heart belongs to every single one of you. And so, I'm gonna dedicate this next song to you. This is my latest single, Overflowing Feelings. Let's go! Alright, this is what I've been waiting for. Woo, yeah, baby. This is such a hype song. I'm getting goosebumps again already.
I can't believe that IU loves us so much. She's not like the other idols out there.
She really does value her fans. She's so pure and beautiful. I just can't get enough of her cute smile. I'll support you until the end of time, IU. Now and forever. You're the only RL 3D girl for me. IU. Yeah, that's right. IU. Jeez. What am I even doing in my life? I stare at the stage, my hands jammed in my pockets, as the lights dim, the crowd falls quiet. And also, I'm sorry if y'all hear like a hum in the background. It's because my room is very hot at the moment, and I have my fan on. So I'm sorry if y'all hear like a humming noise or like talking in the background. If y'all hear a hum in the background, that's because of my fan. If y'all hear a talking in the background, it's because I'm watching a video while also recording a video, which kind of funny if you think about it. Yeah, I'm recording a video while I'm watching a video, which is kind of funny. But yeah, anyways, let's continue. I start the stage, my hands jammed in my pockets as the lights dim. The crowd falls quiet. It's so silent you could hear a pin drop. If I was as crazy about IU as some of these other fans, I'd probably consider it an immense privilege to even stand in the same room as she is, no matter how far I am from the stage. I'm sure for some of the other guys here, this is the happiest night of their lives. A middle-aged man standing next to me is actually crying. Some diehard IU fans are acting like this concert is a religious experience, and I guess I can't fault them for it. Ridiculous, though it seems to me. Gods aren't so very different from idols. Part of me wishes I could join in on the hype, but this isn't really my thing. I'm pretty anxious too. When my boss finds out what happened today, he's gonna kill me. If only the train hadn't been delayed. Then I would have gotten here in time, and I would have made it to the front of the crowd like I was ordered to. I brought my camera equipment with me, but I can hardly set it up now. I'm hemmed in by dozens of men, all wearing IU shirts and holding glow sticks. There's barely enough room to swing around a cat, let alone wield a large industry standard camera. This might be one of the worst nights of my life. This concert hall is huge, but it's not enough to accommodate all of IU's fans. She's way too popular. I've stood through about 15 different tracks so far, and my ears are still ringing from the crowd yelling and IU's quote-unquote adorable vocals. I don't think I can take much more of this. Oh, this is the last song. Slowly, almost menacingly, the background music of IU's latest song begins to build. It grows louder and louder, and I can feel it reverberating through the ground. It's so loud, my teeth started to chatter, and my whole body trembles with nervous energy. Yeah, it's like 12 in the morning at the moment, so... Lights burst upon the stage like fireworks, once more revealing IU's pathetic body. The crowd, as expected, goes nuts. IU strikes a pose. She holds one arm out as though beckoning the crowd, while her other hand curls about her microphone. IU's gaze sweeps across the sea of glow sticks spread out before her. She smiles spooky, as though thanking each and every one of her fans. For a moment, her eyes seem to catch mine. Her gaze lingers, hot like coals, upon me. Feel my skin prickle. Has she picked me out of the crowd? Does she even know I'm alive? I'm surrounded by so many people, it's doubtful she can even see me. Not even one of IU's fans. I'm not at this concert because I love her music. If I'm being perfectly honest, I actually think her high-pitched voice is annoying. Does IU know this? Is that why she's looking at me? Suddenly, I feel exposed. I'm not like the other men around, or other men here. I'm just a filthy imposter. I shouldn't be here at all. God, the light's bright. The bright lights hurt. The bright lights hurt my eyes. Yeah, it hurts my eyes too. I win. While all the while, IU continues to hold my gaze. She stares at me. Her eyes are long and large and all consuming. I kept for like the last couple of times I tried to record this, I kept saying confusing. Is all consuming. Then she begins to sing. Oh, this is just great. Now what I'm gonna do? I kick at a loose pebble on the sidewalk. It skitters away, bouncing a handful of times before it's swallowed by the darkness. The street is dark, illuminated only by a few street lamps. It's cold too. I shudder. I'm not sure what time it is. IU's concert finished at around 21:30, so maybe like 9:30. But then there was the handshake event I had to go to. I attended on the off chance I might be able to get a brief word with the famous IU and a couple photos, but it wasn't to be. I waited in line to shake IU's holy hand for well over an hour. I was almost at the front of the queue when the handshake event ended, and those of us unfortunate enough to not meet our idol face to face were told to screw off by the security guard. Well, he didn't say it in quite those terms. There was more apologies involved. But that's what it boiled down to. Sorry, but it's getting late, and Ayu has a busy schedule. We'll need to cut this handshake event short for now. I apologize for those of you who were unable to see Ayu. Please support her during her next concert. You'll get another chance to see her then. And with that, we were dismissed. My camera equipment weighs heavy in the bag looped around my shoulder. I wish I'd had a chance to actually use any of it. If only the trains had been delayed. If only. If only. It's not my fault that I got to this concert late. There were delays. It couldn't be helped. Try explaining that to my boss on Monday though. I know he'll pin the blame on this debacle squarely upon my skinny shoulders. It's easier to chew me out than the whole rail company. I seem to be sighing a lot lately. I think it must be the stress. That or a critical lack of sleep. Who knew being a photographer could be such hard work? It's almost midnight on a Saturday. It wouldn't be the first time my boss has made me work during the weekends, and it certainly won't be the last. I came all the way out here so I could take pics of IU's latest concert, but I didn't get a single snapshot. What a waste of time. That was as though it was a fake laugh. I think I have like a genuine laugh coming up. It might like come up in like a random couple minutes. I yawned. Pressed one hand against my gaping mouth. Since it's late, I should probably head home. I feel exhausted and I have something of a headache. Curling up in bed and resting my head in a nice soft pillow sounds like heaven right about now. But it's rare I come to this part of Tokyo, and part of me craves a drink. There's a lot of nice high-class bars around this area, and I sure could use a pick-me-up. If I dally too long, the trains will start running. Then I'll need to spend the night in the hotel. That sounds like a pain, but I can cross the bridge when I get to it. Somewhat cheered by my plan, I turn neatly on my heels. There's a pretty nice bar around here, only a short walk away. My aching legs could use some exercise, and an insistent wind helps bring some color to my cheeks. I've not gone more than a handful of steps. However, when I pause, there's a lone woman crossing the street parallel to me, walking in the opposite direction. Her head is low, her features obscured by the dark, but something about her looks familiar. Her hair is a light orange-brown color and is tied back in two cute twin tails. These twin tails stream behind her like banners as she walks, fluttering in the breeze. I recognize that hair anywhere, even if I hadn't seen it illuminated by the bright lights of a stage an hour ago. It's Ayu. No way. I wonder why she's walking the nighttime Tokyo streets alone. Since she's a famous idol, shouldn't she be chaperoned by at least a dozen bodyguards? This doesn't make any sense. There's no reason Ayu should be out at a time like this. Maybe this woman isn't Ayu. It could be someone who just so happens to look a lot like her. That's impossible. She's even wearing the same cute pink and white outfit she wore while she was performing. The skirt is a many-layered, ruffled work of art, a little like a fancy wedding cake. And atop her head there sits a small, not at all practical hat. Her arms and legs are bare, exposed to the out. I don't know why, but to me she looks kind of chubby. Is it only me? Cause she kind of looks chubby for some reason. And she's wearing a very tall, impressive pair of heels that make loud clacking noises. That make loud clacking noises with every step. It was hard for me to see her clearly during her concert, given I was so far away from the stage. Ayu was nothing more than a blur, barely visible above the heads of thousands of fans. Now, however, she's standing impossibly close to me. She's only a few feet away on the other side of the street. She feels less like an incredibly untouchable idol and more like a regular human being, which of course she is. Ayu might be beloved by millions of people across Japan, but she's not unfallible. She doesn't have magical powers, and she's no goddess to be worshipped at an altar. She's a regular girl. Without those heels of hers, she'd probably be pretty short. Damn! Our main character just roasting people's height. Cool. She looks impressive now on this windswept street that she was on the stage, but she feels more approachable. I was just lamenting in my inability to take IU's photo 5 minutes prior. I thought I'd failed my assignment, but this could be my lucky break. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, so, I know in most of these, visual novels, there'll be, like, multiple options. So what I'm going to do is that if I choose an option, like, depending on how many options I choose, I will save a certain thing, and after a while, yeah, near the end of the video, I will. Okay, sorry. My brain is fried right now because it's like, what time is it? It's like, what was it? It's like 12:26 a.m. I am very tired, but the way I'm gonna do it is that I will choose, like, I will go through the game, and near the end of the episode. Near the end of the video, what I will do is that I will save at a yes, I will save at a where the options are, and I will go back and look at the different choices. But for this one specifically, either one, like, it will add like a extra dialogue to your character, but either one, like, it will result in IU. I know it's like a little spoiler, but it will result in IU just like getting pissed at you. But anyways, if I ask nicely, maybe she'll post for a pic or two. My career will be saved. Hey Ayu. I don't know if saying hey Ayu is the right way to address a famous celeb. Oh my god, to address a famous celeb like Ayu, but neither do I care. These photos aren't going to take themselves. Huh? Ayu pauses. She turns, her lips pursed in a confused frown. The moment I saw her face, the air was knocked out my lungs. It's definitely her. There's nobody else like this could be. This is the idol who's captured millions of hearts ever since her official debut. This is the idol I've seen in magazines, on the TV screen, and plastered on billboards all over Tokyo. It's the same idol I saw, albeit begrudgingly, as she performed on stage, bathed in the sea of lights. I can't let her go. The future of my career is riding on this. I don't want to be fired. Ayu. What? Ayu takes a step back, alarmed. Who are you? Don't come any closer to me, you creep. I'm carrying pepper spray in my bag, and I'm not afraid to use it on a mongrel like you. It's fine. You can pepper spray me, call me a mongrel, or anything you want. You can even ask me to bow down before your feet. Anything's fine as long as you let me take your photo. A photo? You mean like an upskirt photo? Are you some sort of pervert? No, I'm not. I'm just a humble photographer. I keep trying to say photographer. A photographer. I want to do my job. Please, won't you pose for me? Ayu doesn't seem moved by my cries. If anything, she looks downright disgusted. She wrinkles her nose. Whatever happened to appreciating all of her fans, huh? It takes a few more hurried steps back. Leave me alone, you virgin loser. I'm not interested in posing for a so-called photographer like you. But Ayu, please listen. No, back off or I'll call the cops. I mean it. You're nothing more than an insect to me, and I have no qualms about squashing you. Leave me alone. But I don't. The promise of maybe not being shouted at by my irate boss, or indeed fired, is too heady a holy grail to me to pass up. I take another step forward. Ayu tries to retreat, but I'm faster than she is, and she is wearing a very high pair of heels. Ayu totters. She teeters. She looks like she's gonna fall. She opens her mouth, alarmed, and a high-pitched squeal emits from her lips. Yeah! I'm not gonna try my best for these female voices. I don't. Like, I know, like, most guys, like, if they have a deep voice, they have a really good female voice. Not me. Because I've really practiced it. Anyways. Ayu, wait, hold on. Ayu might have called me a mongrel and a bug, and it's true I have no fond feelings for music. But I still don't want her to get hurt. I need to try and help her. And so, I throw caution to the wind. I dive forward, seizing Ayu's wrist with my arm, and pull her teetering body against mine. Huh? What are you... Ah! Unfortunately for me, gravity is a harsh mistress, and I'm unable to resist her. I fall over backwards. Wait. And, I fall over backwards. Ayu's prone body still pressed against my own. I grip my teeth together, ready for impact. As I fall, time seems to slow to a trickle. Seconds turn into minutes, which turn to hours. And then, with a loud thud and a worried crunch, I collapse against the cold gray sidewalk. Ooh. I lie there for a few moments, winded, and stare up at the starry night sky. My head is pounding like the speakers at IU's concert. My back is killing me. I hope I haven't broken any bones. Gingerly, I twitch my fingertips. They seem to be in working order at least. As a photographer, my fingers are pretty important. Then I try to sit up, but I can't. There's a weight pressing down upon my chest. It's... Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. IU? The famous idol, Iku IU, Japanese beloved sweetheart, is sitting astride me like a cowgirl. Her legs are spread, her thighs pinning me in place, while her skirt is all ruffled up. She holds one hand to her head, wincing as she tries to gather her bearings. She looks dazed and confused, but I don't think she's hurt, as I knew it was to shield her from the worst of the fall. She holds one hand to her head, wincing as she tries to gather her bearings. One hand to her head, wincing as she tries to gather her bearings. She looks dazed and confused, but I don't think she's out there with the shield. I took the full brunt of the pain for her sake, all to protect her pretty face, and I'm glad it worked. Who'd want to look at photos of a famous idol with a bruised eye and a split lip? I get into a world of trouble. I tried to publish pics like that. Speaking of taking photos, crap. I'd almost completely forgotten about my bag slung across my chest, filled with expensive, top-of-the-range equipment. I didn't buy any of that equipment myself. It was leased by my company. My boss always warns me, before I head off on my assignment, to take care of the expensive camera and lens he trusts with me. This company is worth more than your life. If you break it, I'll break one of your arms. Do you understand? Ogasawara. Damn it. The words force their way out of my chest. My lungs feel constrained by both a mounting anxiety and the weight of IU's body. I haven't checked inside my bag yet, but I'm already fearing the worst. The crunch sound I heard as I fell over. What is that? It wasn't my skull crumpling on itself like paper, like a paper plate, but all of my equipment. If my camera is broken, it will be impossible to take a pic of IU, even though she's right in front of me. I screwed up yet again. My boss is going to be pissed. Is going to be so pissed off. Why'd I have to come over all chivalric at such a critical junction? My job's on the line as it is, without adding wanton destruction of company property to my list of sins. I might be attractive, but she isn't worth this much trouble. Now I want nothing more than to drink myself into oblivion. This is the guy. Hey, IU. I blink up at IU. Her pretty face swims before me, rendered vague and hazy thanks to my pounding headache. I'm sorry about all that. I know you might be in a state of shock, but would you mind getting off me? It's hard to breathe, you see. IU doesn't reply. Instead, she stares at me, her eyes blinking unseeing, her mouth slack. Her soul hasn't escaped from her body, has it? Has she gone into a state of catatonic shock? Okay, please in the comments, can somebody please explain to me what the catatonic shock is? Because I do not know what that is. Since IU's an idol, and a popular one at that, she must be bound by quite a strict contract. Most idols aren't allowed to spend much time with members of the opposite sex. Could this be the first time she's ever been so close and personal with a man? A man who isn't her father, anyway. That might explain why she's staring at me so intensely. She looks like she just clapped eyes on an extraterrestrial. Damn. I cursed once more, my head and my lungs on fire because of the thighs. As if it wasn't bad enough that I've potentially broken tens of thousands of yen worth of camera equipment, it's beginning to look like I might have broken IU too. I only reached out to grab her because I wanted to help her. I was trying to spare her from sustaining too much damage. I never meant to cause her so much harm. I can't let myself panic. If I do, I might startle IU even more. I need to be cool, calm, and impersonal, like a doctor. So, given the circumstances, that's quite a tall order. The weight of Ayu's body is pressing against mine. I can feel the warmth of her skin through my clothes, not to mention the fullness of her thigh. Even a main character notices the thick thighs. The dummy thick thighs. Her lips are pursed and cheeks are dusted with red blush. She looks utterly delectable, much like the fake strawberry that adorns her tiny top hat. What was it? I don't think much of Ayu's singing voice, but I can finally see in painfully clear detail why she's so enduringly popular. She's insanely good looking, and unlike a lot of other celebs who hide behind extensive photo editing, she looks even better in person. She smells good too. Kind of like strawberries. The cool wind runs through Ayu's hair, wafting her scent towards me. Her unique aroma fills my nostrils, while her body consumes my eyes. Now my five senses know nothing other than Ayu. The hardness and the coldness of the sidewalk, holy Jesus, of the sidewalk melts away, as does the throbbing pain in my back and my head. All of a sudden, it doesn't matter that I can't breathe. I want this moment to last a lifetime, but it's hardly practical. If anybody sees us like this, we're done for. Ayu's reputation will be shreds. Unless, of course, she claims that I molested her. Then I can forget about my work-related woes. I'll be sent straight to prison instead. Woohoo! Fuck, this is bad. I need to try and wiggle my way out of this position. Things will go from bad to worse. Ayu, please, we can't stay like this. Not in the middle of public street. I don't want to sound rude, but would you mind moving for both our sakes? Ayu breathes heavy. Her voluptuous chest and rises and falls, and her thighs clench up about my waist. Rather than extricating herself from me, she's gripping me more intensely than ever. Ayu, please. I try to dissuade her, but to little avail. Her fingers grip the fabric of my shirt, and then she does something truly improbable. She begins to grind her hips against me. I'll either like a pinned bug. I'm so stunned I hardly know what to think or feel. This is the situation I'm in. I have played this game like multiple times, but like really early in the game. Yeah, I'm gonna save that. This is incredible. If this perfect paragon of feminine beauty keeps rubbing against me, I won't be responsible for my future actions. She's so cute, and little moans spilling from her mouth are to die for. I'm not going to be doing that. I was never a big fan of Ayu, but if this keeps up, she might just convert me. After this is over and done with, will I be obligated to attend the rest of her concerts? Will I have to fork out the cash to buy all her new CDs, her merch, and tickets for her performances? It'd be hard to do that if I lose my job, so it'll be even harder if I get sent to prison. I don't actually put an end to this, but I'm a weak man. Ayu's undeniably good looking. She's even more appealing than ever when she isn't talking in that annoying high-pitched voice of hers. Her moans. They're so sexy, it should be a crime. I want to feel more of Ayu's perfect body against mine. I want to hold her. I want to kiss her. Ayu blinks. She looks down at me, her fingers still curled up about the fabric of my shirt, her lips pursed. Her eyes don't look glassy like they did before, and though she's still blushing, her brows are furrowed. She doesn't look like she's enjoying herself. In fact, she seems downright pissed. You. Yes, what is it? You. Ayu? You pervert! Ayu slapped my cheek, and Ayu slapped my cheek. She slapped it so hard my teeth rattle and stars explode behind my eyelids. That's probably gonna leave a mark. Damn, now the right side of my face is throbbing. What a nice way to cap off the night. I can't believe you would try to take advantage of me like that. Out in the open. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're the absolute worst. What? Okay, hold a second. Please tell me. Please try to make sense of this. How? Ayu pushes herself off me. She gets to her feet, still teetering in her heels, then glowers. Your mother would be ashamed if she could see you right now. You're less than an insect. You're even less than a worm. You don't even deserve to exist in the same planet as those worthy creatures. At least worms and ants and spiders. Where the fuck did spiders come from? They're not even bugs! Spiders help the environment. They're part of the ecosystem. But you are just a waste of space. You don't deserve to live. Why don't you just die? Better yet, I'll kill you myself. I really will kill you. Ayu doesn't try to help me back to my feet. Instead, she spits vitriol at me, even more corrosive than the harshest of chemicals. I try to get up, but Ayu doesn't make it easy for me. Slapping my face was enough to satisfy her self-righteous rage, because she kicks my shin. I stagger back, hissing, doubled over with pain. Damn it! Her heels are very sharp and pointed, and being kicked by them hurts. At least Ayu's hatred has helped to ease my raging passions. I don't feel turned on anymore. Instead, I feel pained, upset, and confused. I wasn't trying to take advantage of you. You fell and I wanted to steady you. It's because of me that you didn't hurt yourself. Couldn't you thank me for that at least? Thank you? Ayu stares at me incredulously. Why should I thank you? I never would have fallen if you hadn't called out to me, you moron. Well, I guess she's not wrong about that. That's 1 point for Ayu. Besides, I bet you wanted me to land on top of you. You were practically throbbing with anticipation. You're the worst. I never want to see you ever again. You're lucky I'm not going to call the police on you, you sick fuck. Never talk to me ever again. That is an order. I can't believe I just did that. Ayu turns and marches off. She mutters to herself all the while, her arms swinging back and forth to her side like a soldier's. I'm not sure what she's saying exactly, but a few choice bits and pieces of her angry monologue filters back to me in the cold breeze. Loser, what does he think he is? Attractive or anything, not my type, so. Like that before, it must be a trick. Don't let him get the better of you. There's nothing special about that guy. I don't move. There's the yawn. I don't move. I'm so stunned about my unexpected encounter with Ayu, I can only stand there, mouth agape. It's only after a few minutes have elapsed and Ayu has faded from view that I finally return to my senses. I'm still throbbing, my back aches, but I don't think I've broken anything. That's something to be thankful for at least. But the same can't be said to my camera. Shit. I take one cursory look and I think it was supposed to be curious look inside my back and soon wish I hadn't bothered. There's no two ways about it. My boss is definitely going to kill me. What a day. I'm sitting in a smoky bar, nursing some cocktail or another. I'm not sure what it's called, and neither do I really care. I was so out of it when I arrived at this bar and more than a little intimidated by the vast selection of drinks available. I asked bartenders to make up whatever cocktail they wanted. The cocktail is a comforting amber color, and it tastes faintly fruity. It's not bad though. In a current state of misery, I wouldn't say no to something even harder. Then again, getting too drunk might be a poor idea. My head's still killing me. Though alcohol can sometimes take the edge off worldly plans, at other times it can only serve to exacerbate them. Given I've been so unlucky today, I'd rather not take my chances. I sip at my drink, only half tasting it. Jazzy piano music fills the air, mingled with that of casual conversation. This bar is a fairly popular one, and several men and women, though mostly men, are sitting about drinking. Some of the men are in business suits, while the women wear sparkly evening dresses, their faces carefully made and their feet wedged into perilously high-heeled shoes. I wonder if these men just finished work. It's a weekend, but that doesn't necessarily mean R&R for Japanese bankers and businessmen. Some companies operate even doing Saturdays and Sundays. Their workers obliged to work. I think that's supposed to be obligated to work long into the night. I pity all these guys with their slick back hair and their slightly rumpled suits. At least I would if I hadn't had such an awful day myself. At least I would if I hadn't had such an awful day myself. Not only did I fail to take any photos of Ayu, but I was also slapped across the face by the self-same woman. Then to cap things off, I broke the very expensive camera equipment my boss commanded me to take care of. I'm so not looking forward to going into work on Monday. My boss is gonna eviscerate me. At least the businessmen around me, wary though they look, seem to be having fun. They probably earn a lot more than I do, and I doubt their bosses are as draconian as my own. My boss is a jumped-up man with an inflated sense of self-importance, who loves to breathe down the necks of his employees. He chews us out for the smallest errors, and he seems to take genuine sadistic delight in making the newest hires cry. He's never made me cry. I wouldn't give him the satisfaction, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little afraid of him. I won't be afraid of him, no. I've genuinely kept in his good graces for the 3 years I've been working under him, but that's going to come to an end on Monday. I like to think he won't fire me. He won't fire me. As much as I dislike my job, I kind of needed to pay the bills. So that might be a touch too optimistic. Even if he doesn't fire me, which is a distinct possibility, the cost of this smashed camera are gonna come directly out of my earnings. Either way, I'll be in trouble. I guess I'll be eating instant noodles for the rest of the month. This will be the last time I'll be able to go to the bar too. I mope over my drink, my fingers buried in my hair. I'm suddenly very aware of how expensive this cocktail was. I want to make it last for as long as possible. Whether I get fired or not, finances are going to be tight. I can't afford to spend too much. How I envy the businessmen around me, forking out bills for fancy drinks and snacks. Pretty women, maybe girlfriends, but they can be escorts. It's hard to tell. Hangs on their arms, laughing at all their back jokes, their lips shimmering with lip gloss. When was the last time a pretty girl draped herself over me like that? Huh. Well, strictly speaking, it was about half an hour ago. Ayu was making herself pretty comfortable in my lap until she slapped me. That's another thing to feel rotten about. Ayu's a sadistic. Ayu's so sadistic. She really got my hopes up. I took another sip of my cocktail. I hope it might lighten my dreary thoughts, but it's actually making me feel worse. Maybe I should hurry up and get out of here. I'm too broke to get drunk, and the trains will stop running soon. I knock back the rest of my cocktail, then get to my feet. I'm ready to make a beeline for the exit when... Oh my, are you leaving already? That is a shame. It's not even midnight yet. A sultry voice calls me back. I turn, blinking, then gasp. Oh, Zooey Mama! Oh, damn! That's chocolate beauty to its fullest. The thighs on her. Damn. Just the thighs. Holy fuck. Not even talking about the bosoms. Damn. Holy sweet baby Jesus. Sitting by the counter is an incredibly attractive woman. Most definitely. She has dark tan skin which contrasts with her almost bone white hair. She's dressed in business attire, but her pinstripe suit and white shirt gape open to reveal an ample bosom. One of her legs is crossed over the other, and in one hand she holds a glass. Her eyes are green, a little like cats, and they're lidded. A playful smile puckers her lips, and her face is flushed, probably from the alcohol. Something about her looks familiar, but I can't quite place her face. To be quite frank, her large bosom is attracting most of my attention, as are her thighs. Bruh, my eyes beelined immediately to them thighs. Like, I'm an ass and thigh guy. Don't really care about tits. I'm an ass and thigh guy. So, god damn. You could crush a watermelon between thighs like that. Oh, Jesus. I forgot about that. Was she really calling out to me? But why? I don't think I'm particularly unattractive, but my flyaway hair and my unkept hair, and my baggy jeans aren't the pinnacle of fashion or good taste. It should be obvious at glance I don't bowl in half the salary as some of the big shot businessmen around here do. I must have been mistaken. It can't have been me she was calling out to. There's no way. I turned, ready to walk away once more, but hey, I was talking to you, no? It's hard to leave a lady on the lurch. In the lurch. Didn't your mother teach you any manners? The woman's laugh is throaty, and it does a number of curious things to my body. I can feel my hair stand on end, and my mouth feels dry despite the alcohol I consume. Really enough, actually my throat's my mouth is very dry too. I guess she really was talking to me. I beg your pardon? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I glanced back at the femme fatale, doing my level best not to gob at her chest. I'm not a teenager anymore. God damn it. Do I know you? You look familiar, so I don't think we've met before. Oh, I look familiar. Do I? I suppose that's hardly a surprise. My name is Marina. Wakatsuki Marina. Does that ring a bell? Now that she said it, her name does sound very familiar. The newspaper I work at, Sakura Daily, ran an article on her just a few weeks ago. Wakatsuki Marina is a famous entrepreneur and businesswoman. Half Japanese, half South African. I can tell. Holy guacamole, great googly moogly. I think Marina is the head of a world famous brand of designer clothes, perfumes, cosmetics, and more. She's one of the wealthiest women in Tokyo, though she's no idol. I think she might be more famous than an idol. For reasons. Most definitely for reasons. I run into two famous celebs today, all in under an hour. What are the odds of that? While Ayu was content to slap me and call me a pervert, Marina actually seems interested in instigating a conversation. This is amazing. I'm a photographer for a local paper, so I've met a few B-list celebrities in my time. Never before have I met a woman that exudes class and glamour like Wakatsuki Marina. But still, my beating heart. My, you certainly look surprised. You'll attract flies if you let your mouth hang open like that, dear. You're not a very attractive look. Oh, I'm sorry. It's alright. You don't need to apologize. I'm not offended. People often gawp when they see me. I'm quite used to it. I am a celebrity, you know. Yes, I am aware. I can't believe I didn't recognize you sooner. I bow again, which makes Marina giggle at me. Like I said, you don't need to apologize. I get enough of that at work. It's always, yes, ma'am, right away. And sorry, we're so terribly sorry. My workers all respect me, but they're so distant. It's almost like they're afraid of me. I know I'm very wealthy, beautiful, charismatic, and so on. But at the end of the day, I'm still a normal woman. I get tired of people groveling before me. Sometimes I just want to have a normal conversation. Oh, right. I see. I'm sorry. An apology is fully formed in my tongue, but I cut myself off before I can say anything foolish. This must be why Marina called me over, despite the vast gulf of difference between our wealth and social standing. She's tired of being treated like a celeb, and no doubt owing to a capricious whim of the wealthy. She wants to speak to a member of the peanut gallery like me. This is all a bit sudden. My heart's thudding incredibly hard. But, well, if Marina wants to speak to a nobody like me, who am I to refuse her? Now, why don't you sit your cute bottom back down at the counter, sweetie? Do you want to buy another drink? I wouldn't mind, but I don't have much money. That's alright. I'd be more than happy to foot the bill. That's pretty kind of you, but are you sure? I wouldn't want to put you out. I wouldn't want to put you out. Nonsense. Marina waves one manicured hand carelessly. I'm a wealthy businessman. Woman. I'm a wealthy businesswoman. A drink or two is hardly going to break the bank. I guess you're right about that. I flashed embarrassed that I, a mere photographer, ever thought to question the depths of Marina's pockets. She's infinitely richer than I could ever aspire to be. I know common courtesy dictates that men should foot the bill during dates, but screw it. This isn't really a date, and Marina's the one who offered to buy me a drink in the first place. I think it's fine to flaunt a convention every once in a while. If you don't mind, then sure. It'll be happy if you bought me a drink. I'd be happy if you bought me a drink. That's the spirit. I like a man who can hold his liquor. Bartender, can I get a couple of lemon highballs over here? I hope y'all like my female voice, cause I can do like a very sultry, calm, dummy mommy voice. I can't believe I fucking said that. I sit down next to Marina while she plies me with alcohol. And so I think that's supposed to say supply. We drink together for a while, idly exchanging banter, all the while I'm trying to stare at Marina's chest. I can hardly believe that this is happening. It's become my life. About half an hour and three more lemon highballs later, Marina shoots me a curious glance and says, "Great googly moogly, holy fuck." So Hiroki, why did you look so down? Did something happen? I guess you could say that. Yeah, but was it really that obvious? Quite. That's why I called out to you. I couldn't stand to see such a handsome young man like you, so... Well... Wait, such a handsome young man looking so... Well, repeat it. I know we're relative strangers, but as the old saying goes, a problem shared is a problem now. Would you mind telling me what's on your mind? I don't know if you'd want to hear it. It's nothing that interesting. It's work stuff, I guess. As a businesswoman, I'm very well acquainted with troublesome work stuff. I have plenty of problems of my own to deal with. I figured as much. That's why I don't want to burden you with mine. But Marina leans in a little closer to me. I can feel the silky softness of her silvery hair against my flesh skin. I think it would be nice to listen to somebody else's woes. It might take my mind off my own concerns. Who knows? Listening to your problems might help me think of a way to resolve those pesky problems of mine. Would you mind telling me what's wrong, dear? I'd love to get to know you better. You're so cute after all. Marina draws her pink cat-like tongue along her lower lip. Why, you're good enough to eat. Great googly moogly. I don't think I'm that good looking, but if you want to listen to my belly aching, I suppose I can oblige. You did buy me a few drinks after all. Now comfortably lightheaded, I offer Marina a small smile, then launch into my tale. I'm a photographer from the Sakura Daily. You know it? Ah, yes. I was interviewed by an employee of that newspaper only a few weeks prior. So I wasn't misremembering. We really have run a piece on Marina before. It's nice to know I'm not going senile, I guess. Well, my boss sent me out to a concert by IU tonight. She's a purple idol. Yes, I know about her. I know her very well, as a matter of fact. Really? You'd be surprised to know how close we are. I look at Marina, intrigued. She doesn't look like the type. Oh, sorry. She doesn't look like the type of person who'd be familiar with the musical stylings of Iku Ayu. Marina looks like she'd be into classical jazz or classical music or jazz. She actually does. Not high energy J-pop numbers. I guess you can't judge a book by its cover. Well, I was meant to take some pics of IU while she was performing, but there were a few problems. The trains were delayed and I arrived at the concert late. It had already started when I got there, and I couldn't get to the front of the crowd. I was shunted all the way to the back by a whole sea of people. There was no space and there were too many bodies on the way. I couldn't set up my camera. I had no chance to take any photos. Oh no, that seems like quite the disaster. It was. My boss is gonna kill me when he finds out, and that's not the end of it. I gave Marina a quick, abridged version of the night's event. I tell her about my gloomy nighttime wanderings through the city, then my chance encounter with IU. I don't go into every single gory detail. I don't, for instance, tell Marina how excited I got when IU fell on me, but I do tell Marina that IU slapped me for my efforts, then called me a pervert. I didn't want to do anything inappropriate to her, I was just trying to do my job. I lament helplessly, my words falling in a tumble from my throat. When lubricated with alcohol, it's surprisingly easy to gush about the most embarrassing of things. She slapped me really hard too. The whole side of my head is still hurting. Oh wait. Ah yes, I can see a red mark on your face. Now that you mention it, she must have done a number on you. She really did. For an idol, she had a surprising amount of upper body strength. I didn't know she was so powerful. She certainly doesn't look like it. She looks tiny. She wears so much pink. Idols are made of tougher stuff than you may think. They pour a lot of time and effort into perfecting their dance routines, and they work long hours. I'm not surprised that IU's so strong, though I wish she'd learn to use that head of hers. She's so thoughtless. I really am sorry she caused you so much distress, Hiroki. It's fine. What's done is done. I'm trying not to think about it too much. And the alcohol is certainly helping. My surroundings look hazy and real, and my mind is pleasantly numbed. One or two things about Marina's words do seem quite odd, though. It sounds like you know IU quite well, not just as an idol, but as a person? I suppose you could say that. IU and I are close, like I said. We're not family, but we might as well be. She's like a naughty little sister to me, I suppose. What, really? I didn't know that. Few people do. My relationship with IU isn't one of these publicized. IU's good at putting on a cute act before the cameras, but she has a short temper, and she can be quite nasty at times. Do you want me to have a word with her? I'm really quite upset that she would treat you so badly. Oh no, it's fine. Like I said, it's too late to worry about that now. Maybe so, but I do sympathize with you. You must have had a rough night. Well, that's just part of being an adult. I'm used to it. The alcohol has helped, so has talking to you. Thanks for listening to my worries, Marina. It's no problem at all. I'm glad I was able to aid you in some small manner, though I wish I could do more. It's partially my fault IU was so rude to you. If I disciplined her better, she would never have slapped you. Keeping IU in line is my job. You asked me to keep an eye on her, and I failed. I feel almost humbled. Lady Yu? I wonder who that is. Based on the title Marina gave her, she's like a royalty. She's like royalty. She a foreign princess? But what connection does she have with Marina and IU? I'm a little lost. But before I can ponder this, I feel a soft sensation against my thigh. Marina is gripping my upper leg with one hand, her manicured nails digging through the fabric of my pants. Hiroki. Marina leans in. Her voice falls to a soft, sultry whisper, which envelops my body like a caress. I cannot overstate how sorry I am that IU caused you so many problems. She's a naughty girl, and I will scold her later. But for now, I would like to apologize on her behalf. Would you mind coming back to my office with me? You're a fine specimen of a man. It's been a long time since I last found prey worthy of my unique attention. You intrigued me the moment I saw you, so please. Marina licks her lips, her eyes heavy with expectation. Don't let me down. Holy fuck. My, I must say, I'm impressed. I didn't think you'd be able to go for quite that long, particularly with all that alcohol inside you. You're quite the interesting man, Hiroki. Marina laughs, her eyes half-lidded as she runs her fingers through my hair. She's sitting cross-legged upon the floor, wearing her typical office attire. Meanwhile, am laying upon Marina's lap, wearing nothing but my underwear. Under normal circumstances, I'd probably feel exposed, but, well, these circumstances are nothing more than normal. I met the famous businessman Wakatsuki Marina in a small bar in a swanky street. After plying me with a few drinks, she invited me back to her office. Then we enjoyed ourselves. Now my madness has subsided somewhat. I'm beginning to feel the consequences of my actions. My whole body aches as though I've been thrown off the top. What the fuck were they doing? What were they doing? thrown off the top of Tokyo Tower, and my head's killing me. At least I can rest it on Marina's delectable thighs. How cute. Marina continues to run her hands through my hair, her voice a light lifting sing-song. Though I put Marina through the ringer, she's emerged from our love-making relatively unscathed. She doesn't seem at all out of breath, unlike me. In fact, she's even smiling. I guess Marina's forged from pretty tough stuff. Is that a prerequisite if you want to get ahead in the business world? She has far more stamina than I do. Marina. I blink up at Marina's pretty face, my gaze unfocused. Her visage swims before me, and my temples start to pound something fierce. Shit. Yes. Marina, for her part, only smiles. She looks down at me, her bone white hair trailing against my cheek, and says sweetly, "What is it, dear? I was just wondering, did that feel good for you? You're concerned about my enjoyment?" Yeah, I was so into it. I didn't really think about you, but that's not fair. I was acting selfish. My mind, you really are a sweetheart. How consensuous you are. I don't think I'm very sweet. I behaved like an animal earlier. Maybe you did, but I quite like that. I'm quite like that. I'm fond of men who can take charge, though it's much appreciated that you care about me so much. To answer your earlier concerns, yes, I enjoyed myself. I haven't had a chance to let off steam like that in a long time. Thanks goodness. Reina's gentle reassurance elicited a small sigh of relief. Now that I know she enjoyed herself too, I feel like I can relax. I yawn. Sleep washes over me in waves. My eyelids feel very heavy, and it's a struggle to keep my eyes open. I nuzzle my head against Marina's warm lap and close my eyes. My temples start pounding, but I feel surprisingly at ease with Marina. This might sound weird, given everything we just did, but there's something almost motherly about her. I can feel my consciousness slipping away. But as I fall into the land of slumber, I swear I can hear Marina's voice. My instinct as always. What a charming specimen you are. I was drawn to you by mere curiosity at first. I'll admit, but you've made quite the impression. You're a sweet boy with a surprising amount of stamina, and your scent is very, very unique. I've never met a human boy quite like you before. Maybe I'll make you mine. I'm sure that'll make Ayu jealous. She's always been so possessive. But don't worry, my cute, precious Hiroki. No matter what happens, I'll always let you rest your worry head on my lap. Laughing softly, Marina bows her head. I can feel her warm breath against my cheek, her tits laying on my other cheek, coupled with the softness of her silvery hair. Maybe this is all a dream? It doesn't feel real. Reality is starting to slip from my grasp like melting snow. I'm sure, as my breathing evens out and my mind drifts away, I can feel a soft sensation on my lips. Okay, guys, I'm going to end this episode right here because Zooey Mama, a lot of stuff just happened. We met 2 of the 3 characters in the story, in the game. And I did, yes, I did make a promise that I would do this. So, load. Actually, no, I'm gonna save first. I think it's 1 right now. Holy fuck. I'm gonna load up this. I think it's taking things a bit too far. This is too much. It's way too much. I need to get her off me and fast before something bad happens. Hey. Hey, Ayu. Ursa Ayu. Do you know what you're doing? If word gets out about this, there will be a huge scandal. Do you do yourself a favor and get off me? Ayu blinks. Ayu blinks. She looks down at me. Her fingers still curl about. Her eyes don't look glassy. Like, yeah. So Bluely, like after like a few sentences, it still just goes back to doing the same thing.